4 hours. Nobody can watch a 4-hour video. That's not one full-length feature film. That is like intermission required kind of bullshit. And I don't typically swear, but I guess my only advice to you is we're going to get through this together.
So, step 1, Manic Monday. My armpits feel tacky. Great. Because this only needs to last like 2 hours, okay? We've got plans, and the plans involve a pool, so I'm not going whole hog for, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go whole hog for you guys today. You can't smell me. And brush the hair a little bit. My roots, however you want to say it. I don't know which way is correct. I've always said roots. We've already covered that. They're broad. Let's show you. Let me see here. How am I going to do this? But I am tired of dyeing my hair. I don't want to do it anymore. It's too much work. I got things I'm more interested in. So, here we go. How are we going to do this? Let me see. How can we do this? I don't know how we can. There we go. All right, now. There. Look, girls and guys. Come on, stay focused. They're coming back. And I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, I am looking for suggestions. Oh, that's not it. I need to poke the phone, not the mirror. Okay, again, waiting for the meds to kick in. There we go. How do you get out of this gracefully, kids? I don't know what to do. Here's my ideas of how to do this. Because there are people that I've seen at work who have begun the process of letting it grow out. And they end up with like, come on, stay focused. Okay, let's do it this way. There, I'll hide, there, okay. They'll let this grow out and it gets to be like an inch and you've got like this skunk stripe and it just looks ridiculous. Now, I don't have that much gray. I've got a hell of a lot more than I did a year ago. But how am I getting out of this gracefully, kids? Here's my idea. All right, hold on. Let me get this better because I can't do this. Okay, this is my solution. My quick solution. Grip tight in my rinse cup for rinsing after I brush my teeth. Because I'm just trying to do this quickly. Okay, now I don't want you seeing my face. I'm not ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. Okay. Get that. Oh, you saw an eyeball. Let me get this. Okay, there we go. Okay. And I'm hiding. Okay, so. Here's the issue. Here's the thought. If I move my part just slightly, okay? Or the whole other side, but I can't normally do it over here because I had a sebaceous cyst here that was removed, so I got like a bald spot. But if I did it over here, the better example. Okay, so if I did it over here, plus, 40 plus years of parting it on one side, it doesn't want to cooperate. If I temporarily part it here, okay, And I continue to dye this strip, like maybe a 1/2 inch on either side. Okay. And I continue to do that for however long it takes. Leaving the rest of my head alone. When the gray gets to where I could call it a dip dye, then I go back to my natural part. And then this chunk that's dyed would grow out underneath. That's option 1. Option 2 is to just dye some, like let's say I start by dyeing 75 or 80% and let some of the gray grow out, and then maybe each month I choose less and less and less to give the gray not this line to grow out. Now, there's an eyeball. Keep in mind, the whole reason I never wanted to dye my hair is because I'm cheap and I didn't want to spend the money on it. The only reason I do dye my hair is because I was a lemming and all the other kids were doing it. So now I've had my fun, I'm ready to stop, and I don't know how to get out of this. I know I could go to a salon and have them do it, but then I don't have the money. I don't have the money to do that. I need to do this myself because I need to do it on the cheap. So, help me out, kids. How am I going to do this? Because I'm to the point where I need to do something. I don't even know if I have it in me to wait another week. So we might have me dyeing my hair as part of today's lineup of what I'm going to record. It won't get posted till later in the week. But that might be on the agenda today, is to do something about this. Because that's pretty bad. Now, of course, when I do the ponytail, then, you know, that kind of solves that problem. So I guess that's option number 3, is just wear my hair in a ponytail for 6 months. And just dye right around here. And let the salt and pepper accumulate. And then when it's done, I would just have like a dark blaze right around my face that, I don't know. Okay, look at those circles. God. There's no filter, kids. It's craziness. Right. So, right now, what's dawned on me, Brandy's been struggling with whether or not to show herself on camera, and here I am, hunkered down in my bathroom so that you can't see me. I am so not a role model in this moment. I mean, I'm seriously... Okay, I'm going to hold still and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm not moving. I'm just moving you. You see? Ooh, that was loud. You see what I'm doing? Can we all be grown-ups here? All right. All right, just... This is me. Okay, so... Pocket. Okay. I'm not going to hide in my own bathroom. This is stupid. Look at those circles. God, that's an extreme close-up. I didn't realize that I was that zoomed in. Let's... Oh, holy shit. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. Horror story. Let me do my quick... You guys are seeing what I look like. you know, this is like fresh out of bed, no filters. Ew, God. All right, let's fix this mess. Got this going on. Loving that. Even my husband made a comment about it. So, yuck. Oh, I need to brush my teeth first. So let me take care of that because I can't stand myself right now. Because that's disgusting. Okay, hold on. Okay, I noticed something while I was brushing my teeth. My shirt is torn right there. I'm going to add that to the list of things to fix today. Because today's my Sunday. All right, now let's do our 5-minute morning makeover. Okay. I asked my husband to go get me the little round pads that I use to put the liquid makeup remover on to take off, and bless his heart, he misunderstood, but he bought me the wipes, which to me is, see, I keep looking over here, you're over there, which to me is extravagant. But bless his heart, he went to Sam's Club and bought me a case of these. So this is what I've been using until I run out, and then we'll go back to the little round pads, like the Sacrament Catholic. So we're gonna be good to take off yesterday's makeup. I did watch a few of Donnie's videos yesterday. Have not watched Donnie in like, I don't know, I haven't watched her in forever. It's been like a month. And even a month ago, I watched a couple. I am like, I don't even know. I'm probably 8 or 10 weeks behind on Donnie stuff. She puts out so much stuff I can't keep up. I love watching Donnie. I think she's got great ideas, but there's just way too much for me to keep up, and my OCD. I've been watching a few out of order because I really want to see what she's been doing. I hear people mentioning her all the time on other videos, and I want to see what she's up to. But it causes me physical discomfort when I watch something out of order. So, but I did watch some of her stuff. And she was doing a tag, and one of her tags was, what beauty regimen do you preach but don't practice? And mine would be to wash your face every day. Take off your makeup every night, moisturize. I know, I've been hearing it since I was a teenager. My mom, when I started wearing makeup, I was probably, what, 16? She was very much an advocate for skincare. And, you know, oh, I wish that I would have known when I was a teenager. I would have kept up with all this stuff, and then I, you know, would have aged more slowly, and I want you to take care of your skin so you age more slowly. And she took me to the department store when I was starting to wear makeup and had them do one of those little makeovers at the counter. And she was diehard Lancome. And so she spent, I don't even know, this would have been like 1988. I was 16 in 1988. She spent, back then, I mean, that was, yeah, 30 years ago, she spent a couple $100 on makeup for me, which was like today's day. I mean, what would that be? Like $500 for my first. So supply to get me started on makeup. That's a lot of money to spend. But she's, you know, adamant about remove your makeup, use moisturizer, all that stuff, and I didn't do any of it. Now, with that said, I think when I look at the people that I went to high school with, and when I see them, either their pictures on Facebook or, you know, seeing some of them in person when I go home, I think I've actually aged in comparison to some of those people pretty well. I don't have, let me verify this before I make claims. I don't have crow's feet, which I think is good. And especially given that I've been a smoker since I was 15 years old, with the exception of, I did quit for a couple of years. But so, yeah, we're talking 30 plus years of being a smoker. I think I'm doing pretty good. Now, in the last probably 4 years, because what year is it? I'm 46 right now. I'll be 47 in November. I developed this in the last few years, where it doesn't go away when I bring my eyebrows back down. So that's new. Actually, I feel like I should have a pointer. I mean, a Q-tip works okay. We'll stick with Q-tip. I just felt like it needed to be more formal because we're going to review my face. This is a face review. I really wish I had a pointer because that would be more fun. This will serve as my pointer. So here's what we're gonna do. So this is new. Okay, that's new. There's a new one developing right here. Okay, this is temporary, so we can't really count that. Okay, hang on. Oh, my battery's dying. We're gonna have to pause for a moment. I gotta get a charger on this because you don't want to miss this. Okay, so this is distracting me now. Okay, so let's see here. Readjust. And if let's see, hold on. Okay, I'm just going to take care of the framing with the editing. But who else has this stupid fucking Bixby on their phone, and it keeps, every time I bump it, Bixby pops up, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want Bixby. How do I make that stop? I don't want it. So, I'm getting upset. We're gonna work on that. I've got a solution for that too. Anyway, let's continue with the review of my face. So, okay, so again, this is temporary, so we're gonna ignore that. This is permanent and it's deep. This is early onset. I also have, here's another early onset here. That one's coming, okay? And I also have, these are, I would call these medium. Those are medium. You're over here. I gotta stop. I'm gonna put a Post-it up there. I need to stick something on there to remind me that that's where you're at. Here we go. Let me do this. Looking over here. Can you see that? Okay. Oh, see, that's gonna be right in your way. I can't do that because I need to look here. Here's what I'll do. Let's see here. How can I do this? If I put this right here, will that remind me? Maybe. And then I'll edit that and raise you up. Oh, no, because fuck that. That's stupid. Okay. So we've identified we're starting from the top down. And then, of course, we have this stuff. Now, one thing that a person could do for a quick fix. Let's see if I have a cheaper one, because I don't want to use my good stuff. Okay, so here. My mascara is waterproof. So I don't want to put that in my hair because the way that I take off my mascara, the easiest way with this particular brand, and this is the L'Oreal Double Extend. I love this stuff. When you get in the shower, when your face gets wet, this turns into like rubber, and I just, gone. Here's some Clinique. This was free gift with something from probably 1992. I don't know. I don't buy Clinique. I don't know how I ended up with this. Oh, you know what? It was probably when I went to Ulta. They probably threw it in my bag. Yeah, Ulta. I've been there once. It was a field trip because that is not somewhere that you would normally find me, but I was looking for shit for dyeing my hair. So here's a temporary. I don't have time to deal with this shit. Okay. Little. Now, of course, this doesn't work if you're a blonde, because that would just be like, the shit is in your hair. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And there we go. Can't really see what I'm doing there. There we go. Now I can see. Can you still see me? Yeah. Okay. Just kind of hit the worst of it. Okay. Try not to get it right on your scalp because that would just be, that wouldn't look so good. But yeah, see, I think I might have gotten a little on my scalp. But there's a quick fix. And let me get that off my hand. I got it all over myself. And then if you did get it on your scalp, you just a little bit right there. Now, of course, you might want to style your hair after doing that. So I wouldn't recommend using your normal hairbrush because then you're going to have mascara all over your hairbrush. Oh, look. This is a tip for your husband if he has a bald spot, or if you do, because I identified there's a bald spot back there when I filmed the back of my head washing the dog. Little female pattern baldness. You could just rub that into your scalp a little. That'll give you a little camouflage. But okay, we're going to leave that like that. And it is about time to wash my hairbrushes, but I really don't want to get mascara all over it. So let me just quickly grab something for that. Now, if you are lucky enough to have a vanity somewhere, whether it's in your bathroom or in your dwelling, I'm not going to list all the possible places. See, I'm looking over here again. I'm not going to list all the possible places that you have somewhere to sit down to do shit, because there could be a lot of them. Here's something that I found on Wayfair, because storage is an issue in this bathroom. It's a huge bathroom, but there's no linen closet in here to keep like the oodles of stuff, even just the hairdryer. So I've got these drawers. See, I don't want to show them as a mess. Just quickly organize that a little bit. This would be so much better if I was planning on doing this, but here, hey, it's real life. Okay. So this bathroom has this sit-down vanity in it. I've never had a bathroom with dual sinks before. This is like luxurious to me. I've had crack houses and meth labs is where I've lived before, so this is like a dream, absolutely a dream. And my homes that I did have that were nice were over, 100 years old. They didn't have this stuff back then. So here's my, okay, so I've got two drawers here, but they are extremely shallow. See, that doesn't even go to the second knuckle. So not much fits in these. And then because they're wooden, everything slides when you open and close it. So for the makeup, for now I put a towel down, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I mean, I know there's a million things that you could be doing with that, and I'm going to get to it. But I don't have room for my hairbrush or my hair dryer or curling iron, and there's cabinets. But again, drawers here, these, they're not deep enough for any of that. They're really narrow. You're plugged in, so I can't get in there. So they're really narrow. There's no room for hair dryer. Curling iron, sure, but who wants to have a whole drawer taken up by one curling iron? So hair dryer, then we're down to the cabinets, which means then I have to have some sort of container for it. I've got all kinds of ideas. So I please don't give me suggestions, because I have a million and I'm going to do videos later on. But here's what I found for the stool on Wayfair. Ta-da! So cool. I have long hair, so I have all kinds of barrettes and clips and bands and all that. I used to always wear a headband. I don't anymore, because now with glasses, it's a pain in the ass when you got to wear glasses and you got a headband on. But yeah, I love this stool. I don't love the fabric. I hate brown, but I would got a brown thing going in here. Ugh, whatever. I want to redo these bathrooms eventually. I'm not so into earth tones. And so let me see if I have a different hairbrush. Yeah, here. So this is a shit hairbrush. So I've got mascara in my hair. I don't want to wreck my good hairbrush. I'm going to use something I don't care about. So 5 minutes later, she tells us that she's going to change hairbrushes. Crooked. Oh my God. This is so not working out. Okay, here. I'll get you over here. All right, so now we're just going to... I wouldn't suggest running any of this shit through a curling iron or any kind of heat. Not a good idea, but... Oh, you want to take a picture of me? Okay, hold on. Let me go apply some mascara real quick. Okay. There we go. So look, the gray's gone. Again, this doesn't work if you're a blonde. I mean, it works to cover the gray. Look, there's some back there, but that's just a point of reference at this point. Can you see that? So the mascara, we're good. Probably not a revelation for anybody. I don't put a lot of thought into my appearance, clearly, but I learned that trick by watching Shameless. Yeah. Moving on. Dark circles. So, and I never took care of my eyebrows. Had them waxed once in my life for my wedding 7 years ago. 7 years and a week. Because yes, we forgot our anniversary. But I had them waxed, and I loved the way that they came out, and then I just let them grow back. And then I had a conversation with a coworker, and for some reason I started plucking again. So let's do that. Now, again, these beauty secrets are for people who don't have beauty secrets, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is just me being me. And I don't, please, I know comments are well intended, but unless it's, I really don't give a shit to improve upon this, because it's amazing that I'm even doing this. But if you got something that's way easier than what I'm doing, okay, you know what, never mind. Comment away. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, because it's going to be a long, long list, because again, this has never been a priority for me. All right, so we're going to do the eyebrows. And I believe I can get right in there and you'll be able to see. This is my magnifying mirror because I'm blind. Okay, I don't know if it's going to help, but I'm going to turn on all the lights we have in here. That's a fan. We don't need that. There we go. Okay. So now I need to watch for smudging, but let me get in there and just try and follow along with where I was at. My mom did try to teach me this as a girl, and now, of course, she grew up she was in high school in the 60s. and the styles were different during the different decades. But what she had told me was to only pluck from underneath, never above. I don't think that applies anymore. I think people like must be doing both sides, so I've been doing both. But anyway, pluck underneath just to get it kind of straight. Any stragglers. My grandmother grew up then, of course, in the she would have been in high school in the 40s, and back then the style for the eyebrows was that they would pluck like all of that off and draw that in, and the only thing that they had that was their own was this. So I think that's where we hear grandma's always saying, I gotta draw on my eyebrows, because they actually plucked it off so often that it never grew back. So, you know, they just had this little tuft right here. I also am fortunate enough that I have a scar running through the end of my eyebrow from where my brother shoved me into the corner of the coffee table. And I had stitches. I was 2. I don't remember it. But I have a scar that runs right through the middle of it and separates the end of my eyebrow into a snake tongue, which then forces me to make a choice. Am I going above or below? And I have always gone below, which then makes it not match this side, which then, yes, fucking asshole. And I've now had the joy of gray eyebrow hairs. So I'll pull those out. And then I get these weird ones that grow way over here. There's a gray one. Probably can't see anything. Trust me, it's there. And then it's gone. More gray. There we go. I do not keep up with this. It looks like, you know, stubble on my legs. You know, like I hadn't shaved my legs for weeks, my eyebrows will look like that because I'll do this. I try and get the major obvious ones every morning when I'm putting on my makeup, one here or there. But as far as an overhaul like this, where I spend a lot of time on it, because to me this is a lot of time, believe it or not, this is like once a month. So you can imagine the furage that's going on sometimes. Now I'm messing up my diagram, but and I've got that fork down there, but we're gonna let that go. Okay, that looks good. Now we'll do this side. Oh, I can see some up here. There we go. And then of course the unibrow. And here. Just trying to go quick. I was in my 40s before I discovered scissors handled tweezers. My husband had them and I used them, and yeah, that makes it so much easier. And I'm thinking diamond painting. I'm gonna keep that secret. Anyway. I'm just going to have to put it in this one because there's no way that I can like take that out. Because even if I say, okay, I discovered these and then all of a sudden muted, top secret, you people are not idiots. So I'm going to have to show that when I do the mermaid. Okay. Secret revealed. Okay. Let's get this in here. Well, that's nasty in there. That's deliverance going on up there. Okay. That's like donate to the hair club for men or women. Oops. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this bottom corner. Do you round that off? I guess that's kind of what I've been doing, is rounding it off. And then over here I've got a chicken pox scar. I don't think I need to circle that because that's not like, I don't care. Ow, that hurt. You ever tweeze where you get enough of a little bit of skin and you make yourself bleed? Then you end up with like this red scab up there. And then we've got these up here. Okay. Good enough. This wasn't meant to be, we were just going to go do the map and I got carried away. But at least this way I can get some laundry done. That makes sense. All right. Oh, see, just because you erase the line doesn't mean it's not still an issue. Okay, so we've got this one growing and we've got that one growing. And then again, this was to be ignored because that's temporary. And then we've got these. Okay, now, this is just like, I would say from here around to, let's go with there. This whole area, that's been since I was like 2. Okay. Thank you, Grandma and Mom. So those are things of concern to me. Now, clearly these I don't really know even how that came about because I am a naturally unhappy person and those are smile lines, not frown. So I don't know how that ever happened. But 35 years of smoking, this is looking pretty good. Oh look, I got like a blackhead. Gross. There's another up and coming. That's an eyelash. Or eyebrow. Okay, so those are the main areas of concern. Now, the whole reason that we were talking about this was removing your makeup and moisturizing. So, complexion. For the most part, I've got like, here, this is just really minor, but I've got a dimple wrinkle. I still keep looking over there. I got a dimple wrinkle starting, which is fine because my dimples were like, people loved the dimples. They always want to stick their fingers in the dimples. And I've got a dimple wrinkle starting here. Okay. Yeah. I know some of you are fairly new to the channel, and I think I've said it before, but I don't remember for sure. There's something starting here. Those would be the frown lines. And then this is thanks to depression and quitting smoking. Unsuccessfully gained 60 pounds. The lack of, you're over here, the lack of skincare, I've got big ass pores. So we're going to do a different color because that's not really a wrinkle. That's something else entirely. So actually, okay, so this area right in here, these are big pores. So when I put on like a cream or liquid foundation, it'll settle in, and then I got the polka dot thing, like a little diamond painting going on in there. So that's this area. And if I understand, you know, the whole purpose of the moisturizing and the skincare is to keep your skin healthy and avoid getting these big pores. It's really itchy now. I don't have red. I was thinking it would be helpful to highlight the acne with red instead of black, but I don't have any. I've got lipstick. No, I don't. How sad is that? Oh yeah, it slid all the way back there. So let's fix that real quick. So the zits, let's fix those. We got to color code this correctly. I don't want to have you guys misinformed. Okay, here we go. That's better. And then this one was up and coming. Get rid of that one. Okay. So lipstick. Let's get a nice red. That's more of a copper. And that is, I guess, more red. I don't have light colored lipsticks or brights. My complexion just not. Okay. There's a zit coming, and there's a existing big old white head. And then I got this little black head right there. That looks like that's it for the teenage fantasy going on. I still got more eyebrow hairs up there. But in the spirit of brevity, I fly in the face, because I'm not going to be keeping this brief. I got gray hairs up here. Okay, now, what I was saying was, if you're new to the channel, or if I think I told the story but didn't, one of my favorite quotes from my husband was early in our relationship. I mean, early, like still the lovey-dovey eyes, kind of doughy looks. We're laying in bed watching TV, and I can feel him looking at me out of the corner of my eye. I can kind of feel it. So I turn and I look, and he's kind of looking at me lovingly. And I said, "What?" He goes, "What are we going to do about that mustache?" Okay, so that's one of my favorite quotes. So I got this thing going on. Now that I'm in Florida and I lay out in the sun at least once a week, it's turning blonde, but I used to have little tufts of dark right here. So a few of them are dark. Like down further is dark. These tend to be more sparkly blonde, but these really hurt. So that's what we're going to do about the mustache. I got teased as a kid about my mustache. Oh God, is that a nose hair or an eyebrow? Oh fuck. Are you kidding me? That was a joke in one of the Snapchat shorts way back when. Was like a nose hairs growing, but holy shit, I actually do. Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt. Oh my God. Holy. Oh my God. Seriously, I thought that just happened to men. Oh, man, immediately my nose started draining. Now, I think when I hit 30-ish, early 30s, I started growing random chin hairs. I've got this one. She's been with me for 15 years. Okay. So we got to get rid of her. And then I've got a sporadic visitor over here. It used to be black. She's gotten old, apparently. She's gray now, but she only shows up every so often. So she's not there right now. And if there's anything beyond that, I can't see it because I'm blind. I can only see, my eyesight only goes to about here. So for all I know, I've got like a full-blown beard back here, and I don't know. I can't see it. I don't know. But I try and keep up with those every morning as well. But I know I forget, and time will go by and I'll look and the sucker's like a ½ inch long. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna hang beads off of it. Now I'm looking at my clock instead of at you. I'm gonna like Jack Sparrow the shit out of it. Just grow it and like hang Pandora from it. That'd be good. Okay. A lot of gray going on at the temples. And I love silver hair. There's a really pretty one right there. So we're going to leave that alone. Okay. The other part of aging, and I don't know what the solution is to this. If you know, tell me. I noticed this on my mom's sister, my mom is one of 5 girls, and they're really spread out to the point where my mom's youngest sister is 2 years older than my brother. So they grew up more feeling like cousins than aunts. But I noticed that my mom was the oldest. The next sister in line, when I saw her last, and it's been years, I noticed that her piercings have like started really sagging to where when she was wearing earrings, I could see like a line that was her hole. And now I've noticed my earlobes are also sagging to the point where I've caught myself in the mirror with my earring kind of like hanging like that. So I gotta like really squish the back up on it to keep it in there. But is there anything to be done to keep your earlobes from drooping? I mean, we'll figure it out, but that's where we're at. Yeah, I'm gonna get my hair out of the way because I've got some ideas. All right. And, you know, I suppose I could have done this all as Vicky, but I'm going to do it as me because it's a lot less editing. Snapchat only lets you record for so much time and it stops, and then you got to splice them all together, and that's just a pain in the ass. So we're just keeping it real today. All right, yeah. Just get my hair up out of the way. Okay, so I have some ideas on how to address some of these things, and I've learned that I need to just demonstrate my ideas right out of the gate rather than talking about them and planning on doing them later, because then I see them being implemented by somebody else. Not that they, again, I am not accusing anybody of stealing an idea. We all can come up with the same ideas. I just want to act on mine rather than letting them simmer. So that's my explanation for all the muting on that recent video. My super top secret stuff. So here's my idea. Oop, my glasses just fell off. Okay. I don't need these right now. Let me take them off. Okay, here we go. So, I don't keep up with the lingo, kids. And so like Snapchat, that's not lingo, but you know, I learn these from my friends who are either more with it or younger than I am. And it's not hard to be either of those things. You could be both of those things and be 106. You could be more with it. I guess couldn't be younger. But you could know about these things and be older than me, or you could be about these things but I don't know what I'm saying. I've more with it or younger. But I suppose it doesn't by default mean just because you're younger you know, but you probably do because you guys grew up in the electronic age where you didn't have to have like actual conversations back and forth in real life. You grew up remotely. Our little cyber baby generation. So Snapchat, that was new to me. Love it. there's a lot of things out there, like Instagram. I need to figure that shit out because I don't understand why. Why do we need all these things? We had Facebook and it's been around and, you know, jumped on that bandwagon. I get it. I've been using it long enough. But Twitter, I never understood it. Instagram, I don't understand it. I don't understand the purpose for all these things. I don't know why I need all this. I even have a LinkedIn account. I don't know, whatever. So, I like hearing the new phrases that are out there that, you know, because it's groovy, it's cool, and yeah. And I personally think it's funny as shit when you see an old person saying a phrase that's either really current or just enough out of date to make it funny that they're trying to be current. I think that's hilarious. So, I come across in real life as unapproachable. It's the way my face settles. I'm very shy. I lack social skills, and I'm an introvert. I find myself more interesting than most people. How arrogant. No, it's just, I don't like just nonsensical conversation. I like for you to just listen to my nonsensical monologue. Anyway, I don't know. I'm shy and I don't know what to talk about if I don't know somebody. And even if I do know somebody, I run out of things really quickly. It's always easiest to talk about yourself. So, with that said, my face settles in a way that makes me appear unapproachable and unfriendly. And I recently learned that there's a term for that. A lot of you probably are aware of it. RBF. I suffer from RBF. And that is resting bitch face. You see it? I may be on the inside, like, wanting to communicate with the outside world, but my face says otherwise. And I don't like this. So I've got a solution, and we're going to go through it together. The secret. Now, again, I'm not trying to be pretentious by throwing out a brand name. It's just I only recently discovered dollar stores. The fancy stuff. So here's my solution. We're going to start with this. We'll address the earlobes too. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we go. All right, now here's what we're going to do with this. All right, there's one. Now, I don't know. I didn't like buy both the frosted and the clear. I have frosted. But this is what we're going to start with, and we'll go from there. No, look at that. That makes it that look poochy. Now, I don't know. That's kind of bound up on, but it's better for sure. Let's see the profile. I need to see my profile. Let me see. Wait, let me get it in here so I can see. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hells yeah, that's better. Let me see. How am I gonna, I don't want to mess with that. I'll show you profile when I'm all done, but trust me, this is working. So, you know, let me cut off the excess here because we want this. Excuse me. I want this to, like, it's just a prototype, but let's get rid of that. Okay. So, there we go. That really helped a lot. Okay. Now, this one down here doesn't have anything to really secure it to, so we're going to try and double duty this. Let's take off the earrings. Okay. So, step one, let's address this earlobe. Let's do this. We're going to pull it up and over. There. Oh, look. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see the difference? Yeah, this is like a good ½ inch higher. Do you see that? Okay. That. I might be onto something here. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Get it up. And Jan is starting a book right now. She's like outlining her notes there. Oh yeah, see, look. I have very small ears. I've always kind of, nobody really notices that I have small ears till you point it out, but I have very small ears. Not a bad thing. I like that. I like small ears. I'm growing a lump on my nose. My mom, she also had a lump that got bigger over time. Probably from the calluses from glasses, probably, I think. It just grows. It's bigger and bigger. And then she also developed like rosacea, and then, what is that on W.C. Fields on the nose, the big cauliflower nose, and I think it's related to drinking. She had, she became an alcoholic when my dad left. And her nose started to grow. I showed a picture on my Facebook page, and I will post it. I think I put it in a video. Yeah, I did, when I was talking about me. Side by side of me and my mother at the same age in our late 20s, and I'll put it in here. But the resemblance is striking. I never thought so when I was young that I looked like my mom, and it kind of, I think it freaks my dad out a little bit. I've heard that he has issues with it because I remind him so much of my mom. Now, it's not like, you know, they were married and you know, happy together until she passed away. No, he left her when I was in high school. They got divorced my first like year of college. And I remind him of her in a bad way. He wasn't happy, but that's a different story for a different time. So anyway, it's not a good thing that I remind him of her. And now I can see it for sure. Anyway, her nose got really, the W.C. Fields cauliflower, and then the rosacea, blotchy red, and then the big lump on there. And so, you know, that whole thing with guys look at the mom to see what she's going to look like. And he married me anyway. Yeah, she was beautiful when she was young. Now that sounds pretentious because I just said how I looked like her, but I'm not young anymore. I was decent looking when I was young. But yeah, she wasn't winning any pageants at the end there. She also put on like, well, God, if I put on 60 pounds, my mom must have put on 150 after my dad left. So, where was that? Oh, so now I've fixed my double chin, or my puff chin. I've fixed my sagging ears. We're going to address the wrinkles, and then we're going to take a look at the resting bitch face. So
I can't wait till the next one comes, and just to make sure you don't miss the next installment of this 4-hour peek. More than a peek. I mean, it's like real voyeurism into her life and how she spends her day off. Hit that subscribe bell, because you know, she puts a lot of effort in.
Are you insane like me? Been in pain like me? Do you tear yourself apart to entertain like me? Do the people whisper about you on the train like me? Saying that you shouldn't waste your pretty